properties of autocorrelation we are discussing here. So consider the random process x of t is at least White's and stationary. This random process is at least White's and stationary. That is the autocorrelation function. What is the autocorrelation function? It is given like this: Rxx of t comma t plus tau. It is the autocorrelation function. So we know that. How do you write autocorrelation function? Rxx of t1 comma t2. What is t1 here? T, and whereas t2 will be t plus tau. Okay. So the autocorrelation function can be written as Rxx of t comma t plus tau. Okay. Since it is White's and stationary, what is given? X of t is White's and stationary. So it is function of. So we know that the autocorrelation function will be function of the time difference tau. Okay. So what is tau here? T2 minus T1. What is T1 is T and T2 is T plus tau. Okay. So the autocorrelation function will be function of tau. So then the properties of autocorrelation function will be given in the following statements. Okay. So the first property of autocorrelation function is given as, the first property is the mean square value of x of t is equal to the power of the process. Okay, random process. It is equal to what? It is equal to power of random process. Okay. So this is the formula. This is the first property. Okay. So what is this indicates? It indicates that expected value of x square of t. Expected value of x square of t is equal to Rxx of 0. Okay. So what is this? So it indicates that, okay, expected value of x square means what? Mean square value. Expected value of x square of t is mean square value. It is equal to power of the signal. So how do you find out power? The power can be found by substituting tau is equal to 0. So you know that autocorrelation is function of tau, no? Autocorrelation is function of tau. Now if you substitute tau is equal to 0, what you get? What we will be getting the power of random process. Okay. So this is our first property. So this is very important property. Using this, we can find out the power of random process whenever in the problem it is asked. Okay. So that is why this property is very important. Okay. So now let's see the proof of this. So we'll be substituting. We write what is autocorrelation function Rxx of tau. So we have discussed that it is White's and stationary. So autocorrelation function is function of tau. It is independent of t. Okay. So Rxx of tau can be written as, what is the formula? It is expected value of the x of t plus tau. Okay. So now we substitute tau is equal to 0 in this equation. If you substitute tau is equal to 0, what we get here? Rxx of 0 is equal to expected value of x of t into x of t. Okay. So it is equal to what? It is equal to expected value of x square of t. Okay. So from this what we can say? We can say that the mean square value of x of t is equal to what is the power of the signal. So this gives us the power of the signal. Okay. So a tau is equal to 0. Autocorrelation will be having the power of the random process. Okay. So this note of a tau is equal to 0. Autocorrelation function Rxx of 0 is the power of random process. Okay. So that is our first statement. Okay. Now we'll discuss the second statement. The second statement is that autocorrelation function is maximum. Autocorrelation function is maximum at tau is equal to 0. So it will be having maximum value only at tau is equal to 0. And all other values of autocorrelation at all other points, at all other tau values, the autocorrelation function will be always less than or equal to the value at tau is equal to 0. So it says that Rxx of tau value will be always less than or equal to Rxx of 0. Okay. So the value Rxx of 0 will be always positive. Power of the random process will be always positive. No? Okay. Maybe other locations we may get positive or negative. That is why modulus will be applied only for Rxx of tau. Whereas for Rxx of 0, the modulus is not applied. Okay. Now we'll see the proof of this here. So for this, we consider the two random variables. Okay, we are considering two random variables at x of t1 and x of t2 are the two random variables from the random process x of t from x of t at t is equal to t1, at t is equal to t1 and at t is equal to t2. These are the two locations we are obtaining two random variables x of t1, x of t2. Okay. Now we are considering the positive quantity. The positive quantity is given like this: x of t1 plus or minus x of t2 whole square. Can you tell me what is this? Is it positive or negative? See here we are taking one random variable plus or minus the second random variable whole square. If you do whole square, the value will be always positive. Okay, it will be never negative. Sometimes the value will be greater than 0, sometimes it may be equal to 0. For example, if you take x of t1 is equal to 2, x of t2 is also equal to 2, then if it is equal to 0, it is positive. For example, you take x of t1 is minus 2, x of t2 is also minus 2. Minus 2, okay, plus minus 2. What is the value there? Minus 4. Minus 4 square value will be what? Positive. It is greater than 0, but it is positive. You take any two numbers, either positive or negative. So if you substitute the two numbers in this inequality, we say that, so this will be satisfied. This value will be always greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So now we apply expected value. Since it is a constant, expected value of this will also be positive because same constant. So the expected value of a constant will be equal to the same constant. Okay. So the expected value of this is also positive. Okay. Now we expand this terms. If we expand, this can be written as x square of t1 plus x square of t2 plus or minus 2x of t1 x of t2 greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Now we apply expectation to each and every term separately. So this can be written as expected value of x of t1, expected value of x square of t1, okay, plus expected value of x square of t2, okay, plus or minus 2 times of expected value of x of t1, x of t2. Okay. So its value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So now what is here? If you observe this, if you observe this here, what is that here? What is the time difference now? So what is this equation? So just check this equation. Expected value of x square of t1. What is that here? Just now we have discussed in the first statement. Okay. So expected value of x square of t. There is no time difference. What is Rxx of tau? You should have this will be equal to Rxx of tau. Because what is the time difference between these two quantities is tau, no? It is Rxx of tau because t plus tau minus t. What is the time difference is tau. So here if you have only t1, in the both the locations we have only t1. So what is the time difference is 0 here. So what is this value will be Rxx of 0. This x of t1 we are obtaining from the random process capital X is unknown. That is why what is this equation? Rxx of 0. So can you tell me what is this? X square of t2. What is this? Can you tell me what is this? What is this term? What is this term? Expected value of x square of t2. So it is equal to Rxx of 0 only because the time difference is, there is no time difference. If there is a time difference, then the autocorrelation correlation is whites and stationary, so it depends on time difference. Here, what is that? It is expected value of x of t2. The second one is also x of t2. Check the time, t2 here, t2. The time difference is 0. So what is this value will be? Rxx of 0 only. Okay. Now can you tell me what is this now? Can you tell me what is this? Okay. So what is this? It is Rxx of 0 plus this is also Rxx of 0. Okay, plus or minus. Can you tell me what is this term? What is the time difference now? Here it is T1, here it is T2. The time difference is T2 minus T1. Okay. So what is T2 minus T1? T2 minus T1 is equal to what? Tau. Is it clear? So what is this term is 2 times of Rxx of T2 minus T1. So this value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So from this what we can say that so 2Rxx of 0, okay, plus or minus 2Rxx of, just now we have discussed what is T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1 is equal to tau. So this value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So from this relation we can write Rxx of 0 is greater than or equal to Rxx of tau. Okay. So here we have minus plus. So it is minus plus Rxx of tau. Okay. Now we apply modulus on both sides. Then Rxx of tau, mod Rxx of tau will be less than or equal to Rxx of 0. Because Rxx of 0 is having the power, it will be always positive. Okay. So this is our second property. Okay. So it says that the autocorrelation function at origin has maximum value, whereas Rxx of tau is bounded by its value at the origin at tau is equal to 0. Okay. So this is our second property. Now we discuss the third property. The third property of autocorrelation is that Rxx of tau is even function of tau, is even function of tau. That is what? That is Rxx of minus tau is equal to Rxx of tau. So it is even function of tau. That is Rxx of minus tau is equal to Rxx of tau. Okay. So this is also very important. Now we'll see the proof of this. Now you write what is the formula of autocorrelation. Rxx of tau. The formula of autocorrelation is given like this. It is expected value of x of t plus tau. This is the formula for autocorrelation. Now substitute tau is equal to minus tau. So in the place of tau, we place tau with minus tau. So we get Rxx of minus tau. Rxx of minus tau is expected value of x of t minus tau. Expected value of x of t minus tau. Okay. Now what we do here, we just substitute t minus tau is equal to u. Substitute t minus tau is equal to u. Now from this, what is t? T is equal to u plus tau. Okay. So do these changes in the equation, in the previous equation. So Rxx of minus tau can be written as expected value of x of, okay, what is t? U plus tau, no? And what is t minus tau is u. Okay. Now replace u with t. So you can take the same variable u as u only. Okay. To avoid confusion, we are replacing u with t here. So what happens here? This can be written as Rxx of minus tau is equal to what? Expected value of x of t plus tau. Now what is this formula? What is this formula? expected value of x of t plus tau. Compare this with the formula 2. Compare equation 2 with equation 1. Then what is this formula? This is the formula for autocorrelation Rxx of tau. So from this we can say Rxx of minus tau is equal to Rxx of tau. This is our third property. Okay. Now we'll see the next property, the fourth property. Okay. Let's know about the fourth property. The fourth property of autocorrelation is that if x of t is periodic, if x of t is periodic with the period t naught, okay, with the period t naught, then autocorrelation function is also periodic, with the same period with t naught. This is our fourth property. Okay. Now we see the proof of this. What is this property? Says that if x of t is periodic with the period t naught, then autocorrelation function is also periodic with the period t naught. Okay. Now we will see the proof of this here. Okay. So what is that? Now we consider a random process. X of t. So this random process is periodic. It is periodic with period t naught. Okay, it is periodic with the period t naught. Then when do you say it is periodic with the period t naught? What is the condition for a random process to be periodic? What is the condition? If you add or subtract t naught, you should get the same random process. Okay, x of t plus naught minus t naught should be equal to what? X of t only. This is the condition for periodicity. Okay, so then for example, you are just adding some term here, x of t plus tau. Add plus or minus t naught, period. What is this term? Is also equal to x of t plus tau only. Is equal to x of t plus tau. Okay. So this is the condition for periodic. Okay. If these two conditions are satisfied, then we can say that the particular random process is periodic. Since it is given that the random process is periodic, so these two conditions will be satisfied. Okay. Now we have what is autocorrelation function? Rxx of tau is given as expected value of x of t plus tau. This is the formula for autocorrelation function. Now we know that what is that we have to prove? We have to prove that autocorrelation function is periodic. Periodic ante entama? It should be equal to tau plus or minus t naught. Okay, Rxx of tau is equal to what? Rxx of tau plus or minus t naught. If this condition is satisfied, then only we say that autocorrelation function is periodic. Otherwise, it is not periodic. Okay, so that is why we have to find out what is Rxx of tau plus or minus t naught. Find out this. So it is expected value of x of t. Wherever you have tau, replace tau with plus or minus t naught now. Replace tau with plus or minus t naught. Okay. So we know that from this condition, from this second condition, from this condition, take it as condition 1, condition 2, from equation 2, we know that what is expected value of x of, what is x of t plus tau plus or minus t naught from the condition x of t plus tau plus or minus t naught is equal to what? x of t plus tau. Okay. Now we substitute this condition in the equation 3. Substitute the condition. Okay. In equation 3, substitute 2 in 3. So if you substitute that in 3, what is that we get? Rxx of tau plus or minus t naught will be equal to what? Expected value of x of t. Here we have x of t plus tau plus or minus t naught will be equal to what? X of t plus tau will be. Now, what is this formula? This is the formula of autocorrelation. What is this formula? It is the formula of Rxx of tau. So, from this statement, we can say that Rxx of tau plus or minus T naught is equal to what? Rxx of tau. So, this is satisfying the condition for periodicity. This is the condition for periodicity, yes or no? Since it is satisfying the condition for periodicity, so what is the autocorrelation function? Autocorrelation function is periodic. Is also periodic with the period t naught. Is also periodic with the period t naught. This is our fourth property. Okay. Now we'll discuss the fifth property. Just note down the fifth property. The fifth property of autocorrelation, the random process. If the random process x of t has zero mean, what is that? It is having zero mean. The mean of this is 0 and has a DC component, and A is a DC component. If A is a DC component, okay, then y of t is given like this. It is given as a plus x of t. Y of t is a plus x of t. Then Rxx or yy of tau of tau is equal to a square Rxx of tau. This is our fifth property. Okay. Here we have considered a random process x of t whose which has zero mean, and A is a DC component. Y of t is equal to a plus x of t. Then Ryy of tau is equal to a square Rxx of tau. Okay. Now we'll see the proof of this. Okay. So now, what is the formula for Ryy of tau? Can you tell me what is the formula for Ryy of tau, students? What is the formula? What is the formula for Rxx of tau? Hello, students. What is the formula for Rxx of tau? So Ryy of tau is expected value of y of t plus tau. Okay. So now what is y of t given in the statement? Y of t is given as a plus x of t. Okay. Substitute y of t now. Ryy of tau. Ryy of tau is equal to expected value of y of t is what? A plus x of t. Y of t is a plus x of t. Now can you tell me y of t plus tau, students? Y of t plus tau. So y of t plus tau is a plus x of